Hello, beautiful souls. Congratulations. You have made it to video number 3. Woo! Hear the crowds. All right, welcome. We are talking about live it today, but first and quickly, I'm gonna revisit with you guys, do a quick refresher. The first video was about dreaming and dreaming big and writing your dreams. I hope you have written your dreams, and I hope you're not thinking about it still. And number 2, we're talking about video number 2, we're talking about creating a vision board, so that way it's visual and you can plan the future and you can see it, right? Because if you can see it, it won't happen. So you got to create that space, create that energy for it. And today we are talking about, this is video number 3, we are talking about live it. Okay, so because you deserve it. Everybody deserves a beautiful, phenomenal life. I deserve it, you deserve it, and there is enough for everybody. I'm going to tell you again, there is enough for everybody. So with this video, I'm going to try to stay on task because there's a lot of stuff I wrote down. There's a lot of notes. I want to make sure that I fit everything into this 20-minute video. I try to stay under 20 minutes. So again, 8% of the people who write down goals, those are the 8%. Out of 100%, 8% actually accomplish them. So if you have reached to the third video, congratulations. So you are one of the 8%. Woot, high five, big bump, way to go. Good job, you guys. You know, I want to tell you this, that I never thought that I deserved that. You know, coming from Africa, I came to United States when I was almost 16, and you know, living with trauma and coming from a sexual abuse past. I was sexually abused from the age of 5 to 15, and I had a lot of trauma, a lot of just a lot of trash in my past, a lot of wounds that I needed to heal. So I never believed that I deserved this a phenomenal life. I never believed that I could have a phenomenal husband. I never believed that I could have the amount of success that I have today. And even until today, you know, I go back and revisit my journals, I go back and revisit my life, and I go back and revisit my picture. I can't imagine how far I have come. I mean, to the fact that I have written a book, to the fact that I am doing trainings in United States in different cities, to the fact that I am being invited to do a podcast and do a blog for 2 magazines, women's magazine. Like, I am just, you know, I'm just phenomenal, excited and happy and grateful, but I cannot believe that I got this far. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you this, a lot of people, you know, even you watching this video right now, kind of believe it somewhat that dreams do come true, but don't go 100% believe that dreams come true. But the moment that you decide that you can have whatever you desire, you can have whatever you want, the moment you decide, that is everything. That is the moment everything is going to happen. The moment you start living your life that you deserve this amount of success, you deserve the abundance, you deserve freedom, you deserve love. The moment you decide that, and that is when the moment everything will open up. The moment you start living your life like everything is going to happen in your favor. And I'm going to give you an example. I showed up in this conference. I showed up as me. I showed up and started talking to this lady next to me. I just wanted to get to know her. I asked her how she was, who her name is, what she was there for. The next thing she did is she started telling me her story. The next thing I know is she invited me to a conference. The next thing I know, I'm speaking on stage. Okay? And this is how it all started. Okay, this is all how it all started. And if a girl like me from a refugee camp who lived through all that trauma can achieve the amount of success, you can also achieve this amount of success. I'm going to repeat that. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, if I can do it, you can do it. So, and that being said, and I want you guys to know that you already have started the journey because you're watching this video and you have written down in your book your dreams, and now it is documented, and now it is written, and now your journey begins. Now it is up to you to decide, do you deserve this dream? Okay? It's up to you to decide that. And then number 2 is really, I want you to forgive yourself. To forgive yourself for everything you have done, everything you doubt of yourself, to forgive your past, to forgive your teenage life, to forgive whatever happened in the past. And it's whoever you have doubted with, whoever you have fought with, forgive them. And this is not because of them, it's because of you. Because the moment you forgive them, you have clarity, you have peace, and that peace that you need is what is the energy that is going to lead you to something else. I'm going to tell you, about 8 years ago, I was fighting with the father of my kids for 8 years. Every year he would take me to court. I have to come up with $300, which I did not have. I had to borrow money to fight for the custody of my kids. For so long, I was so angry at him. Don't blame him. He had his own agenda. I had my own agenda. We all have different value system, how we believed is the right way to do things. I was not living an authentic life. I was living based on my ego. I was living based on what I was proving what I needed to do. The culture wanted me to fight for my kids. The society wanted me to fight for my kids. But after 8 years, my kids did not want to be with me. They wanted to be with their dad. I let go. I let go of the culture, what they told me to do. I let go of my society expectation, what their mother want their mother to do to fight for their kids. I let go everything, and I forgave everybody. That is when the peace started. And why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because when you don't have peace, when you don't have forgiveness, you carry this energy. Remember, our past, if we don't deal with that, our wounds, if we don't deal with that, we carry that energy everywhere we go. And that energy sometimes does not lead us to the success we want. That negative energy that we're carrying also creates a dis-ease into our body. That negative energy, after a long time that stays in our body, eventually creates a disease which causes us not to be healthy. So forgiveness, learn how to forgive and let go. Okay? So I'm going to read a passage here. Now look down, it's not I'm ignoring you. So heal your past and sit through your past. And I'm going to share through the past, a lot of us don't know how to heal it or how to forgive it. So we numb ourselves. We feel like we have to distract ourselves with the TV. We have to distract ourselves with food, with alcohol, with relationship, with bad. I mean, there is so many numb things that we can put on top of the other just to distract us from what we're feeling. So sit in the feeling and write down what you're feeling. You know, my first coach, when I first hired her, when I started going into my spirituality, she would tell me, sit in your shit and write it down. Like literally, I would be crying, writing my emotions down, writing my past down. Okay? So put a plan together and reach out to people who can help you. And I'm going to tell you this. With human beings, especially women, yes, I'm talking to you, they have this mindset, I could do it all by myself. I got this. I could do it all by myself. I'm going to tell you this. You can't do it all by yourself. We are human beings. We are connected through human connection, so we need human connection. So even though your ego might get you up here that I could get it all by myself, I can get it all done, you need to reach out to people and ask for help, whether it is to drop what you're going through, whether it is to ask them, how do I learn how to forgive, whether it is to write the letter from the past, whether it is to write amends to the people that you hurt. Because remember, that wound will keep following you wherever you go, and it will block you from the amount of success you are trying to achieve. So whether you are trying to find a better relationship, whether you're trying to find a higher job, paying job, whether you're trying to move to a different city, whatever it is, that negative energy, that dark side will follow you wherever you go. So forgiveness, it is the key. Okay? So heal your wounds, heal your inner child, and forgive her, and to learn to love her. So if you had a terrible childhood, like I did, like a challenging childhood, learn how to nourish that childhood, that inner child. Like I talk about this in my women's lifestyle community. It says, what are you doing to your inner child? How are you feeding her soul? Let her go play. Let her do things that she loves to do. Who cares what the world says? You know, the world says you need to be in this body of an adult, and you should forget your inner childhood because you're a mom, because you're an auntie, because you're a grandmother, God knows what, la 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 la, all this. Forget all of those labels. Remove the labels and be in your own skin. If you have to take care of that inner child and heal her, do that. I literally let my body, my life, go back and build my inner childhood. I hang out with women who are not afraid to go on the swings. I hang out with women who are not really embarrassed to dance on the roads. I hang out with women who are not afraid to bring their inner child out. Okay? All these culture things that you're not supposed to do this because you're an adult, this is embarrassing, or your kids say this is embarrassing, mom this, mom that. Forget all of that. You need to heal the inner child. Okay? So that's two. The other one is letting go the ego. And I'm going to say this. The ego is what holds us back. The ego is what hold us back to achieve our goals, to achieve our successes. Okay? So the ego will say that you should never do that. You're not worth it. You know, like you have this grand idea, you want to do this, you want to start. Let me give you an example. I had a client who decided that she wanted to go into business. She had no idea into the business, but she felt like this is her calling. She is 55 years young. She feels that this is her calling. She had a college degree. She raised all her kids, and she's done. Okay? Well, all her family members says that this is not what you should do because you have a comfortable job, you have a security, and you have a stability. Why should you get a job? Nobody's gonna buy you your product. All her friends say the same thing. You should never leave your job. There's security. You know, nobody's gonna buy that. If she allows to sit in that, which is also the ego, destroy her, her soul will be robbed. She would never be able to fulfill that. Okay? So make sure that you fulfill your heart and desire what you're here to do on earth. So if your on earth is to start a business or help other women, if your business is to help puppies, if your business is to help women, to help kids learn how to swim, whatever it is your purpose is, make sure you're fulfilling it. Because the more you suppress that feeling, the more you create a dis-ease, the more you create a dis-ease later on in life, which is not good. Okay? So I'm going to share with you, when I hang out with my African families and they are so focused what other people think about me. Like when I visit my families, they always say, aren't you afraid what they're going to say about you? Aren't you afraid what they're gonna say about your book? Aren't you afraid that you wrote this or you did this video? Aren't you afraid? Like, it's always about, aren't you afraid? But the moment I decide to say, I don't care what anybody says and thinks about me, because I know my purpose is here to make the change. I am the change that I want to be in the world. And that's when I let go whatever they say. And I limit myself how much time I spend around people who don't believe in me. Okay? I spend more time with the people who believe in me. I spend more time with women who are entrepreneurs, women who are climbing mountains, because we have a common goal. Why should I spend time with people who are going to discourage my value, who are going to put me down, who are not going to bring me up? Why do I want to be that? In my other video, the earlier video, the second video, I talked about how you should protect your mind, okay? That's the same thing. I protect my inner world. I don't let any negative things come into my inner world. So, it's not really about their dreams. It's really about my dreams. Okay, so going back to my African family, they're so concerned about everybody who are going to think about me. They're really not concerned about my dreams. They're not concerned about how I'm impacting the world and how I'm changing women's life. They're not concerned about that, but they're concerned about everybody. So I'm not really talking about them. I'm just saying this happens to a lot of women, and I know you're watching this video. It happens to your family as well. Okay, so dreams is about standing up for what you feel that your purpose is here for you to do, what you need to do, and you should follow it, okay? And it's about giving, really nourishing your soul. It's about really nourishing your soul. That's what the dreams is about. It's about living your life, doing what you love. So whatever you're doing in your life, if you do what you love, then you are living your life purpose. If your job is to be the best teacher, then you are living the purpose. If your job is to be the best nurse, and then you are loving the person. If your job is to be the best dentist, then you're doing your purpose. To be the best doctor, then you're doing a purpose. Because that's your job in this world. Then you are living your dreams. You're living your purpose. Okay? I think I'm just going through all these life circumstances based on my book, what I wrote about my book, giving examples, and realizing that, through my growth, through my change, when I kept living my life, when I decided to create and live my life, I made sure that I was finding balance. Yes, I would work a lot. And yes, I would find time to play because that fulfills my soul, because I was so busy raising my siblings that I wasn't really fulfilling my soul. So balance for me is very important. So it's make sure that you balance your world. Make sure that you fulfill what really makes you feel alive. Okay? So, I know there was someone who told me that they like to go to Disneyland, every 3 to 6 months, and that's makes her fulfill. Then she should do that. I know someone said that they like to go dancing. If that makes her fulfilled, then she should do that. She shouldn't worry about what anybody else says. They shouldn't worry about the culture. Shouldn't worry about the people at work. Shouldn't worry about your friends, because that fulfills your soul. And that is part of living the life. Live it and creating the dream that you want. Okay? So I tell this in the shower. I tell this to myself in the shower all the time. I deserve success. And that's an affirmation that I've been working on. I deserve love. I deserve success. I deserve money. And I repeat that. And sometimes when I'm in the shower, I write that on the steamed mirror. I will write that I deserve success. I am worth success. I am worth of love. I mean, I have said it so much. It's kind of like a mantra, affirmation, that my mind started to believe that. But if I would never say those affirmations over and over, I would never been able to get this far. Because I had so much negative mindset. And to know that I have come this far, I've done this work, and now I'm making a difference and helping women to do that. And now I'm doing this video series 5 challenge to help you guys. It's all those baby steps to get there. But I do this affirmations. I have affirmations on my phone as a reminder that comes in every 15 minutes. I have affirmations on my computer that comes in every half an hour. I have affirmations on my wall. I mean, those affirmations, whatever you are struggling with, it's very important you are surrounded by those affirmations. You don't want to be surrounded by negative information, by negative people, because you will not be able to live the authentic life that you deserve. Okay? So your homework this week is, your homework after this is to write down 5 affirmations about yourself. Just 5. One of them that I can probably get, a couple of them I could remember is I am worthy of love. I am worthy of success. I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of healthy relationships. I am worthy of everything I desire. Okay, so write down 5 affirmations that you would like to practice, you would like to work on. You can put on the comments so that way it helps other women as well as they're creating that. Some of the women have never done affirmations before. So affirmations are like mantras or like kind words that you say to yourself. So you teach your brain to say these kind words. So when you start repeating, you reverse your negative muscle to a positive muscle. So it's kind of like neural pathways. You're building that positive muscle that you don't have. So write down 5 positive 5 mantras, 5 positive affirmations in the notes and share it with everybody. Okay, so and then tomorrow we're going to focus on video number 4 where we're going to talk about mindset. All right, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tuning in. So much love. Thank you for sitting with me and writing all this information and learning all this information. And I hope you are writing down all of this, and I hope you get to practice to make it more interactive. Please comment so that way we can help one another. Okay? Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.